Раз, два, три, ложка гори. Всем привет, с вами снова Круш. И мы продолжаем СО. Волчонок на фоне. Можно сказать, что подарок на день рождения приобретен, который прошел. Наконец-то. Так, вчера мы наконец прошли основной сюжет. И у нас остался... Ну, то есть, сюжеток-то много. Что какие можно приобрести. Более. Так. Начнем мы продолжать квест Сомерсет, который был начат. Для того, чтобы... Раз начали. Плюс еще попросили у нас Моровинд. Имеется в виду Вандерфелл. И... Остров Тевани. Который у нас тоже интересный. Какой ток. Так, чтобы было понятно. Золотая дорога. Но я взял стандарт. Немного и не надо. То есть главное, чтобы было вот это все. Конечно, дали до волка. И это круто. Мне вот это не надо. То есть мы скромные. Нам главное допуск к телу, который выйдет уже скоро. Я не знаю, через... 3 числа выйдет. Так нужны еще дополнения вот эти вот. Подожди, подожди. А почему здесь в гильдии набор из 4 дополнений? Стоит 4000. А что он дает, кроме вот... Кроме... Так. Вот... И вот это прикалывает. То есть набор дополнений стоит 4000. Ну, это было бы прикольно, если бы не все были доступны. Ну, не было бы доступно Imperial City бесплатно раздает. Идет. Так что полезно. Не знаю, вот этот. Это гильдия воров. Арсениум раздавали бесплатно. Гильдию воров и Арсениум раздавали бесплатно. Ну, по-моему, Арсениум... Ну, допустим, только 3 вот эти. За 4000 это нормально. Но когда одна за 4000... Когда это темное братство стоит всего 2000 крон. Это уже смешно. Там, конечно, есть внизу наборы. Эти вот. Которые тоже как бы интересные. Потому что тут уже некоторые вещи стоят. Ну вот. Обливионом. Ладно. Пойдем по сюжетке. Сюжетки нужно закрывать, чтобы получить доступ к очкам. Может, он уже кто-то продает кроны. Сколько это он? 3250 к одному. Сейчас посчитаю. Может на 3. Это получается где-то 8 лямов. 8 миллионов 125 золота. Нормально. Там у меня в пол... Я недавно распылил. Ну вот этот сиродильский так долго искать, тут слишком много разных. Нет, как просто щелкнул и все. Вице-королева.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace? The Sijic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect a visitor. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter. This involved the business that Razumdar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Sijic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college. The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle? Why, by all means. Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend.
Так, доступ мы получили. Так, а куда там нам надо? Ого! Отсюда аж сюда. Так. Это там опять кто-то... Кто-то бесконечный архив фармит.
As I have said, the proxy queen is unable to hold an audience with petitioners at this time.
Хорошо, что открыл тут все дорожные святилища. Меньше бегать. Так. Так, стоп. Да, вот, скорее всего.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh. Never.
You best take care.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
I've checked over Lilandril from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen? Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles. No, the mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. In the meantime, You should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound. So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Psijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross. Just follow me and step onto the dais. By the 7 sacred texts! Who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric Fallacies. Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages. The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound. Just watch out for the Daedra.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lelondril and warn the guards.
Good idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
Так, вот наш.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs. Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Psijic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat. But this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent. Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
Seal this place, mortal flea!
seal this! Fan out!
Блин, не туда пошел.
We should be able to reach the upper levels through there.
Завалил быстро.
I hear voices up ahead.
No more sages need die today, Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The resolute diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist.
Lathan! Stop!
Valcerin! No, damn you!
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in Oblivion are you? And how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault? First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the resolute diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further. That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Somerset Isle. Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step? A reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the resolute diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the Illumination Academy. We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, it's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra.
Рад тебя видеть. Так.
Let's leave these.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me? A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum. I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
Так, значит, ты у нас мефалопоклонник. За предатель.
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valsarin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam? Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
Так. О, ювелирка прокачалась. Как хорошо иногда просто по шкафам пошариться, чтобы получить уровень. Халявный для... Так, не аж... Воспламените. О! Так, нам... Блин! Вот это было падение. Со вкусом. У меня же нет перков на то, чтобы падение с большой высоты уменьшало.
So, you're the one that saved the queen, eh? You don't look that.
И в ТСО нет заклинания перышка. Было бы неплохо.
Five-Claw.
О, разум, да,
Always
привет.
After Roz spoke to the pretty Sigi Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a sapiarch there, so Roz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though. So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower. Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound. This way. Follow Raz.
What is that approaching? Some strange sea beast. Prepare to be boarded, mates.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying? Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though. Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before. Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks. We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does. That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
Так, пошли.
Attention! Class is now in session.
Это все эти мудрецы поехали немножко. Как-то. Смотри, первые две, получается, я угадал, а третью нет. Но у меня осталось две книги, что означает, что последняя, да.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion... If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream. I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarchs sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances? Daedric princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Главное, чтобы раз не был одним из трех. Случайно. Так.
No worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly! Mephalah's damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though. No! Save the Dawn Star gem!
Золотой рыцарь.
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this, resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight's sacrifice be in vain. Then you know we're Tower Sentinels, guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe. Mephalah, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein. Tell her, Niall, I'm sorry.
Ah, there you are. The Right Master needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
Блин, раньше. А ну можно. Да. Бесплатно можно. Кто-то из гильдии ходит там. Вот это лучший вариант, если друзья или гильдия. И этот мод. Просто перемещение А там один портал всего. Все, нормально. А, то есть я прошел необычным способом.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiox after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report. Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiox no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower. That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker's sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here? Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiox can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process. It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this. While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant. Friend of Valcerin, we have much to discuss. I opened the portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave? The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Где-то. Так, а ну-ка, что у нас там по опыту? Ладно. Тут надо еще один уровень, не получил. Надо будет прокачать псиджиков. Ну, этот основной квест же не качает. Оля, надо именно второстепенные, которые в башне берется. Кто-нибудь понял. Понял, принял.
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised. The barrier. It withdraws from the Dawnstar's power. Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more. We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor. We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Somerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests. Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin. Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
Так. Ищем.
And up we go.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything. I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard? What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before. The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved. But I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of. All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Somerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated. When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Somerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
Мне нравится этот волк. Бегает он получше, чем олень. А в чатике молчание. Нет. А, и еще у меня есть слоты под новых персонажей. Говорится.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, bailiff. It's just a scribble. Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Razumdar claims the scribble contains a message of some sort, but I just don't see it. The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Somerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers. Do I look like a Khajiit keeper to you? He said something about the scribbles. I'm just glad Razumdar is far away and not bothering me. You, on the other hand, are way too close. Move along, or face the wrath of the divine prosecution.
Платить золото какому-то... Опа. Так. Подожди. Это есть.
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Harry, I would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Peryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults. Interesting question. Raz has learned that the court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Somerset. But this feels wrong. You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir. Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Peryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
Значит, это ребята от Периайта. Поэтому у них и рисунок закрыт. Блин. Портал Псиджик.
Over
стоям.
here, Five Claw. This is Raz's old friend, Sadarado. She follows Meridian.
May
but-
Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be. Meridia's Sword of Light. I'm not sure I understand. Even if I wanted to help you, my efforts would probably be in vain. My prince doesn't speak to just any mortal. The leader of our sect had Meridia's ear, but he was caught in a recent attack. My prince blessed you with her presence. That's a story I'd love to hear sometime. For now, I'll do my best to help you, but the path to the shrine will be hazardous. Mephalah's creatures still roam the area, feasting on my brothers and sisters. Enter the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will accompany me and will enter via a side tunnel. I don't want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
I knew I shouldn't have let her go in. Idiot.
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
The Court of Bedlam are cowards. They... Master, what did those bastards do to you?
Time to bring the lightning!
Look what they did to his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
That light, that is not natural, yes?
Meridia, she calls to us.
My devoted priest, a loyal soldier, and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
Что мне надо сделать?
My followers murdered. My shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults. But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, champion of Cold Harbor. Ask what you will of the Prince of Light. They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored runes will not be compromised. You must set Darien Gautier free. My vessel just thinks of itself as the mortal called Darien Gautier. In reality, Darien is my will and my power, inserted into your reality whenever my light needs to banish a darkness. I will admit my night changed after it met you, though. The night had a single purpose, but somehow you complicated matters. Now the night actually cares. You and my vessel will both be required to stop the Triad. You must enter Mephalah's realm and rescue Darien. The gem cannot grow a new sword, but I can add to its power. Now you can use it to locate Darien in Mephalah's realm. Return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait, how dare they? The Triad dares invade my sacred realm? This cannot stand.
Meridia, my prince! She's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe. Raz has seen many things. Were-sharks, flying tigers, were-sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Ah, Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz. Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most. And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started. No. Raz will see Sadara to safety and then do what he can to protect Somerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
Двух Дедра я понимаю. Но прикрутили сюда самую такую...
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
Подожди, мне нужно... Блин, зачем я сюда попёрся? Надо было на тот остров. Надо было сюда телепортироваться сразу.
I see signs of the court's work throughout Somerset, but nothing of the court itself.
I think the Court of Bedlam has fewer members than we imagined.
Enough of this for now. Let's see what our friend has learned. You returned, but without the Dawnbreaker. Weren't you able to make contact with Meridia? Forgive my impatience. This inability to remember has me on edge. Go on. Tell me what you learned. The Court of Bedlam is eliminating the cults of the other princes? To what end? You said you were able to make contact with Meridia. Then why didn't she give you a restored Dawnbreaker? I suspected that might be the case. I'll send Valseren with you into Mafala's realm to rescue the Golden Knight. A disturbing development, to be sure, but we'll have to hope Meridia can protect herself. I'll open a portal to Mafala's spiral skein when you're ready. Then you can use the gem to find the Golden Knight.
Mafala's realm can be daunting, but I'll be with you the entire time.
Remember to stay focused on your destination at all times. Otherwise, you could get lost in myriad pathways of the Dreaming Cave. And whatever you do, don't lose that gem.
Are you there? I think we were separated.
We did it! There you are. I'm up here. Try to find a way up while I take a look around.
It's like a maze in here.
full of dead ends and passages that lead nowhere. Try to use the Dawn Star gem. Maybe it will reveal a path we're not seeing. Destroy you. I think there's something stalking me in here. Oh no!
И спиральки. Фух. А то много людей на твиче, и все молчат. По крайней мере, на сегодняшний. Мне нравится это заклинание. Стихийная уязвимость. Кинул секунд на 30 и все. И забил.
Thank the stars. I can breathe again. I couldn't breathe. As usual, you found me just in the nick of time. The beast that captured me, I've never seen... A little lightheaded, but I'll be fine. Now that we're together, we can focus on finding the Golden Knight. And if that beast shows its mandibles again, I'll be ready. Something with the body of a giant spider, and, well, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it was a creature right out of my nightmares. Just what you'd expect in the realm of a Daedric prince. No matter, let's go find the Golden Knight. revealed by the Dawn Star gem. But I wouldn't give to be able to use portal magic in here. We just need... That wasn't a pleasant experience. Mafala won't leave something as valuable as Meridia's golden knight unprotected.
Silence, or my webs will fill your pretty mouth next. Attack!
I tried to warn them.
Как его вытащить?
Took you long enough. I expected this rescue hours ago.
Your gratitude has a hollow ring, Knight.
Oh, I can be very grateful, my lady.
Maybe we should just leave him. I'm sure the right master would understand.
Well, this is awkward. You're probably wondering how your old friend Darian became Meridia's champion and got stuck in all this sticky webbing. You know, it's a funny story, really. Probably better if I wait to tell it until after we escape from this realm. Guilty as charged. Meridia sent me to offer my assistance, but those other princes, they kept interfering. And then I was dragged into this pit of spider harlots. Look, we can catch up on things later. Right now, we need to get out of here. There's one small problem. We can't just walk through a door to get back to Tamriel. Believe me, I tried. How did you find me, by the way? Mafala specifically said she was putting me someplace where no one would ever think to look. Oh, right, the gem. That makes sense. I perfectly understand. You need Meridia's champion, so here I am. And with the gem, I can repair Dawnbreaker. Just so you know, I feel awful. I am in no condition to fight at the moment.
Let's get out of here. Meet me outside.
Ну да, пси-джики.
I can open a portal to the Dreaming Cave, but the ritual will take time, and will more than likely draw Mafala's Daedra. You need to hold them off until I can find a way back home. I won't be able to assist you while I'm casting, and the Golden Knight doesn't appear to be in any condition to fight. I'm afraid you're on your own, my friend. Let my voice penetrate the barriers between here and the Dreaming Cave.
Эмбер еще 3 уровня до 20.
Keep them back a few moments longer. I can sense the portal opening, just by the stars, that spider thing.
Careful, this one will stop.
A portal has opened. Let's get out of here.
Ugh. А чё это так? Закончился этот ивент получением опыта. Скорее всего.
Valcerin, take the knight to the healers. We'll deal with the sword later. In the meantime, I need to speak with our friend. You and Valcerin entered Mafala's realm and rescued Meridia's Golden Knight. I couldn't ask for more, my friend. I assume Darien believes he can repair the Dawnbreaker. I hope that would be the case. The Golden Knight will need to recover some of his strength first, though. Who knows what tortures Mafala and her creatures inflicted upon him. That's not a fate I'd wish on my worst enemy. Who can say what drives such beings as these? To work with the Sea Slode, to pit their followers against the cultists of other princes, to launch attacks into rival Oblivion realms. Such actions boggle the mind. Knight Darien needs to recover his strength first, and restore the Dawnbreaker. Then we can attempt to unblock the path and see where I took the heart of transparent law. For now, take this with my thanks. While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. Since I can't remember where that particular pathway goes, we'll have to be ready for any contingency. I also need to tell you about another memory. My memories return slowly, a little at a time. While you searched for the night, a memory came back to me. A woman's voice, barely a whisper, beautiful but speaking in a language I can't understand, repeating the same words over and over. I suspect that the language is ancient. It may actually predate the languages of Tamriel. I feel that the memory is connected to the barrier in the Dreaming Cave, and where I hid the heart. My friend, we need to discover the meaning of these words. I hoped you'd say that. I sent Oriandra to my study to review my memory and see if she could translate the ancient words. I even suggested a scholar she could contact, an expert in ancient languages and obscure dialects. Go, check on her progress.
Так, трудности перевода. Да, вот, трудности вынуждены кристальная башня и новый.
Not derived from Iliad, though I see a possible correlation to Daedric linguistic patterns. Who's... Oh, don't you know not to interrupt a sage when she's deep in concentration? I suppose the Right Master sent you to see how my research was coming along. I've listened to his memory over and over, and I examined every relevant tome I could find. Not yet. The Master of the House of Reveries sent me his work. It relates to a similar language seen in the ruins of Ebon Stadmont, but I only understand a little of it. I wish Lathan was still one of us. He was our language expert. Ancient languages and battle magic, to name just a few. Lathan betrayed us, and I don't trust him, but I've reached a dead end. We need help, and he's the best option I can think of. Take the notes and show them to Lathan. What do we have to lose? I'll let the Right Master know what I proposed. He may not like it, but he's always telling us to utilize every available resource. I think this qualifies. You'll find Lathan in Valserin's study. See if you can convince him to translate the words.
Interesting. You weren't this attentive when our daughter actually needed you?
Lathan, I need to go check on the knight anyway.
Val, wait. Damn it. By the spinner's holy webs, when did I become an insufferable arse? Valserin didn't deserve that. Ildaway was her daughter too. Why am I talking to you about this? I know it isn't because I like you, because I really don't. Is this some new attempt at interrogation? If so, I'm not familiar with the technique. Very well, I'll play along. Yes, I am a master linguist, specializing in ancient and obscure languages. Why do you ask? Intriguing. I've never seen this dialect before. I can translate it, but I need more to work with. I need to examine the original tablets found at Ebon Stadmont. That will never happen, of course. You do remember I'm a prisoner here, don't you? According to those notes, the writing is carved into a massive stone. I doubt you'd be able to carry it back here. All right, you've piqued my interest. Use this rune when you reach Ebon Stadmont, and I'll be able to see what you see.
Так, куда мне надо? Кто-то гуляет по Сомерсету, это хорошо.
Wherever could that blasted mercenary be?
Are you purposefully doing a poor job? Because I can come to no other
The rune is working perfectly. It's almost as if I'm standing right next to you. I can feel the powerful magic that permeates this place. I sense a Daedric influence, but something that's far older than my Prince Vathala. The Maestro's notes said the ancient words were etched into a massive stone. I expect you'll need to travel deeper into the forest to find the exact location. I can't translate the words the right master heard until you find that stone. I'm not your tour guide. Just pick a direction and start walking. Wait a moment. The Maestro's notes. There was a passage that might help. Something about crows. Maybe that would be enough to guide you. Refer to the book and use the rune again when you locate the ancient writing.
Да.
Have you found the inscription? Not yet, but the inscription is nearby. I sense something else, though. Nocturnal's presence. Ancient inscription. You found it. Something isn't right. I feel our connection breaking up. It's Nocturnal's Earl.
Now that Lathan's gone, we can talk freely. These words of power, they aren't meant for mortal eyes. As an Earl in the court of Bedlam, believe me when I say that Lathan isn't being totally honest with you. I wish to maintain the balance of power among the Daedric Triad. If Lathan translates this language and passes the secret on to his mistress, Mephala, she'll gain an advantage that could threaten my prince, Nocturnal. Speculate all you want. I'm here to present you with a gift. Nocturnal wants me to provide you with the meaning of the ancient words. It's in all our best interests for the Right Master to remember where he hid the heart of transparent law. The phrase the Right Master remembers, the one that repeats itself over and over. It's a spell to retrieve something hidden. When the time is right, he just needs to repeat the phrase and the heart's hiding place will be revealed. My mistress doesn't explain herself to me, and she certainly won't explain herself to you. I assume, though, since the heart was hidden by the Right Master, then only the Right Master can retrieve it. Artaeum is only as isolated as it allows itself to be. First, the Abyssal Pearl allowed the Sea Slode and Mephala to invade the Sidjic Island. Then you took Lathan, an Earl in the court of Bedlam, prisoner. We know your moves before you make them. Tell the Right Master, it's a spell of retrieval.
Finally, I've re-established my connection to the rune. Tell me what Nocturnal's Earl said to you. I can't believe Nocturnal's Earl interfered like that. We're supposed to be allies. Why would she want to stop me from reading that ancient inscription? A spell. Interesting. And somehow connected to the Right Master's forgotten hiding place. I wonder why Nocturnal decided to share this information. She isn't usually the most forthcoming of the court's esteemed princes. Right. I told them to interrupt my research before I could unravel an ancient and powerful language. Look, you should come back to Kapora Tower now. The Right Master wants to hear everything my associate shared with you. And frankly, so do I. I just wish I could have spent a few moments studying that inscription.
О, никого нет на Артению. Ладно. О, ну тут есть кто-то. Но зато, если дорожная открыта, то сразу куда.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Ichesis.
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
Initiate, a word?
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one. I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not? As much as it pains me, I must concur. We'll just have to make sure that once we recover the heart, it isn't allowed to fall into the hands of the Court of Bedlam or their princes. Darian's outside. Talk to him, then meet me in the Dreaming Cave. No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart.
Спасибо за фоллоу. Так. Что-то там омега.
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Rite Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephalah's realm. Wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. The sword's power should allow us to breach the barrier. No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private. This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Somerset. I mean, from someplace else. Yeah, it was terrible. One moment I'm fighting Molag Bal, and the next I'm stuck in the colored rooms without any kind of explanation. I tried everything I could think of to get out of there, but nothing worked until Meridia gave me this mission. I thought I did. After the big flash of light, I remember floating. Then there was more light. Meridia was there. She told me I was in her realm. Other than her lectures, it was pretty boring. Come to think of it, those were pretty boring too. Oh yeah, she said I was supposed to help you stop the Daedric princes, to keep them from reaching the Crystal Tower. Problem is, she didn't tell me how we're supposed to do that, and now I can't seem to reach her. I hate to admit it, but I'm worried. Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before. Wait! Don't start without me!
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even sent wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember though, our primary goal is to recover the Heart of Transparent Law. The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready to proceed? Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open.
Let's go.
О, Вечная тень? А... Ну и я как бы...
I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow. Let the others clear the path for us.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here. The heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal. Take Darien and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me. Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
О.
Nocturnal's minions aren't exactly... First, Mafala.
Bet they weren't expecting that.
Эмбер так нравится все это, блин. Но ее там доводить до...
The featherless one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. Nothing but an annoyance. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place. I remember carrying the heart of transparent law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here. I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last here will return as we continue along the path. Clear the way ahead, if you please.
Подожди, сияние рассвета? Только... ладно, я не буду принимать. Спасибо за фолл.
nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer! Ah!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ichesis, calm down. Their words mean nothing.
This is getting stranger and stranger.
Crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloth's compulsion with every fiber of my being. And I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Keturah the heart. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then, let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
Значит, Ноктюрнал тут не просто так. Может, и не интриганка, но свои дела она делает по-другому.
Remember this.
Ichesis, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal.
Anyone else?
With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea sloth Keturah. Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea sloth, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream. I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place. My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there. Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal. I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, be ready for anything. My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Ganoro
Jesus, your chest, it's glowing.
Ijavil. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Клавикус Смайл.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards shall protect me. Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long against our power.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Перетягивание, блин.
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Fight, Jesus. Just hold on.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command. Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power. Where do all these Daver keep coming from?
Big mistake.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Hold still, mortal, and I'll make this
Command me and I'll use the sword's power. Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Val, promise me you'll lead them.
Don't even say it, Lykesis. Just keep fighting.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Tearing me apart! Mephala, stop that! I've got him!
Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere? Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Lykesis?
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now! Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Right, Master. Damn it. Hang on. I'll get us out of here.
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The sword of light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the crystal tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mephala or Violet.
Hold on! I'm getting us out of here!
Так. Это я не понимаю.
Valsarin? Where's the right master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible. This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the right master? I don't believe it. The right master, Ikesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location. I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Even to foil the sea slode? That was just foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. How do we beat the Triad now? Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? That's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the right master, what are we supposed to do now? I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts about that.
Да, я о том же думаю, зачем ей кристальная башня?
Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Seal returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave. Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Right Master Ikesis' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave. We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
Поговорим с Сотha Силом. Что нам еще остается делать? Мы же все-таки Данмер. Sotha Сил свой человек. Сомерсет. У нас тут, кажется, дождь начинается.
How unusual. The Sijiks know better than to disturb me in my private study, and the Right Master has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. That leads me to a single conclusion. The Right Master has not returned from the Dreaming Cave. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Ikesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am and I did. But the Right Master is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask. A demand? Interesting. Then hear my words. Nocturnal stole a secret I thought well hidden. I developed a technique for utilizing life energy as a source of power. I suspect she will use that technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valcerin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart, Nocturnal moves one step closer to gaining control of the tower.
You need to go to Valcerin's study right now. There's a problem. He's really tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
Valcerin, stop! You're going to kill him! Ugh, fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Ichesus harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Mephala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our three sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes working together to make the world a better place. No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave, Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look, you have to let me return to Somerset and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Mephala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal and the Crystal Tower. Consider it a necessary alliance. Do we really need to go over this again? Mephala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. They wanted to make things better.
Так. Заводной город, Кристальная башня. Вау. Блин. Тогда придется еще за DLC заводной город брать, чтобы разобраться, что тут происходит на самом деле. Тут вообще полный абзец, как я понимаю.
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, we have to deal with this ourselves. And the key is reaching the Crystal Tower before Nocturnal can accomplish a similar feat. Just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Last I heard, the Sapiocs were attempting to rapidly attune 2 new tower sentinels. We need to see if they succeeded. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lillandril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete, but the Sapiocs reluctantly agreed to try to speed up the process. We should head out immediately. Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone.
Потом мне добавили в коллекции какие-то перчатки. А, вот эти перчатки. Ну. Понял, записал. И там еще что. Блин, одной единички не хватает, чтобы прыгучесть разблокировать. Вынужденный союз. Я бы поговорил с Азурой и с Меридией на эту тему, чем с Мефалой. По моему мнению, это было бы лучшим вариантом. Так, куда там нам надо? Вот сюда. Это тоже интересно. Заводной город. Так. Заикнулись про заводной город и...
Tell Raz what's happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Climb the watchtower and see for yourself.
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived.
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Psijics, yes? No, this is something worse. Raz feels it in his paws. Daedric princes. Raz hates those things. And this one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Somerset, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Somerset question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? You have a plan to save the day, yes? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the Gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's first stand on end. Alright, let's go to the Gatehouse and see how the Sapiarchs are coming along before something else happens to the tower.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad.
Раз думает, что ничего хорошего. Там полный обздец. Да я нифига не понимаю. Я больше... думал, что это... Мифала может что-то такое провернуть, но Ноктюрнал... Оно-то ей зачем? Ни малейшего представления. Что у нас?
Don't lose focus!
The diamond key! It won't meld with me!
Keep trying. We need to open these gates. Time is running out. The Sapiocs still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I sent Darian and Razumdar to defend the Sapiocs, but the Daedra keep on coming. I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darian and Razumdar. We need to buy the Sapiocs enough time to attune themselves to the diamond keys.
Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra.
Let's go!
Try to keep moving.
А Эмбер нравится уничтожать вот этих тварей?
This platform is safe. Go. I'll finish up here.
Одна...
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe.
Don't mess with a street kid!
This platform is safe. Go. Raz will finish up here.
The energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Ah! Damn it, no!
That was unexpected, yes.
The Sapiarchs are dead. Now what do we do?
I knew this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the Sapioc ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Alteum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next.
Я не хочу вот этих двоих вовлекать во все это.
I'll take the diamonds to Alteum and get the Conclave working on them immediately. Meanwhile, I need you to go to Eleanor and warn the Proxy Queen. She has to make sure Somerset is prepared for the worst, just in case. Darian, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the Sapiocs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend in Alinor. You two do what you must.
Полный... Иметь дело с двумя другими деэдрами, которые... у которых смысл очень понятен. Один хочет повеселиться, а вторая просто устроить полный беспредел. Хотя оба устроят полный беспредел. Что клавикус, что мефала. Скандалы, интриги, расследования. А вот почему Ноктюрнал это вытворяет, я не понимаю. Так, давай-ка вспомним. Когда Ноктюрнал вообще обокрали?
This one has seen many bizarre things working as an eye of the queen, but this may take the moon sugar cake. A strange dog walked up and spoke to Raz.
Клавикус Смайл! Я знаю, кто это.
That is what Raz said. A dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the proxy queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially ones that talk. Talking animals, so unnatural, yes?
Говорит нам Каджит. Такая, с долей юмора такая штука. Я знаю, что это за пес.
Hello, well met, friend.
Pardon, Shisori, but have we met before?
Well, no, but I was hoping to conduct some business of a personal nature with you.
A request from the Office of Divine Prosecution.
А вот и пес.
Now we're entrusting our dead to the hands of Nebara.
Пес может быть только у Клавикуса Вайла.
It's me, Barbas.
Барбас. Ну, Барбас может быть как-то контролировать Клавикуса. Барбасом еще можно договориться, в отличие от Клавикуса.
Wasn't that fun? Exercise is good for the digestion after all. Besides, I find that people look at me strangely whenever I start chatting in public. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you that my master wants to have words with you.
Я знаю, кто твой хозяин, ну... Так.
Where do you live? Under a rock? Everybody knows that Barbas is the hound of Clavicus Vile. Look, I was glad to come find you and get out of the house, as it were. Vile's fuming about how Nocturnal betrayed him. He just hates getting embarrassed. Probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. Look, it's no skin off my nose, but it seems to me that Nocturnal irritated you even more when she evaporated your friend and took the Crystal Tower's heart. Head into the caves just north of the city. He told me he'd wait there, but not to take too long. Like I said, he's still a little upset about the Triad breaking up and all that. My master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. I'd hate to see something bad happen to you. Oh wait, no I wouldn't.
Ну он такой. Барбас он такой. Не сказать, что плохой, но... К нему доверие больше, чем к его хозяину. Угу. Вот сюда.
Так.
Let's go fast. Let's go.
Давай.
Enough, Silery. These mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
Убежище. Ну, Клавикус как бы он договоры и контракты.
Look at that. You can follow directions. My master's waiting for you deeper inside.
Да, мы первыми на договор Дедра не выходим. Они сами идут к нам встречу. Ребят, вы кое-что забыли, я иду с хозяином. Кто-то перефоловился на трово. Потому что у меня крутонький на перефоллоу не работает. Только один раз. И меня ждет наш... Нет, стоп, он. Как клавику файл.
Please, master! Mercy! Even in death they serve. So, the hound found you. Good. Let's discuss an arrangement, shall we? Don't let these crumbled husks trouble you. I needed to vent my frustrations, and my loyal followers were close at hand.
Ты хотел со мной поговорить?
Yes, yes, I did. I assumed Barbers would have made that clear. I admire your persistence almost as much as I hate the fact that you constantly oppose me. Still, Nocturnal couldn't dispatch you, which indicates you may be useful to me after all. We have a common cause now, you and I. A common enemy. Nocturnal turned her back on our alliance. She betrayed the Triad. Worse, she betrayed me. Consider my next words carefully before you respond. I can grant you access to the Crystal Tower. You killed my court of Bedlam, Earl. You dispatched our pet sea slow. I hate you, but I also respect you. And I need your help to gain vengeance against Nocturnal. So I ask you this. How could you not trust me? Isn't the enemy of my enemy my friend? Upstairs, you'll find a key. With it, your Sijic friends can... help you with that.
Спасибо за follow.
Haven't you learned anything? The Crystal Tower exists in all realms. In my realm, however, there is no gatehouse to block your way, just the tower's own defenses. And for that, unfortunately, you'll need the diamond keys. A problem, certainly, but one I'm sure you can overcome. Perhaps another prince will be willing to help you. I leave the details of that to you. Just remember this favor I have provided when you restore the tower and save your beloved Nern. I'm sure something of value will suggest itself when the time is right. I promise that whatever I ask for as compensation, it will not unduly cost you. Anyway, no more than you can afford. On that, you have my word.
Well.
Can you hear me? I have troubling news. The Golden Knight has taken matters into his own hands. He set Lathan free and returned with him to Somerset. Who knows what all that time in Meridia's realm did to Darian's mind? He couldn't have gotten off the island without Lathan's help, and Lathan needed his assistance to circumvent the wards placed upon him. I need you to find out what they're up to. I sense Darian in Somerset's northwest region, but Lathan's magic prevents me from identifying a more precise location. Please, I need your help. The Resolute Diamonds are proving more difficult to unravel than I imagined, and there's no one else. I'll find you as soon as the diamond keys are ready to use.
Так. Так как... Давай-ка посмотрим, есть ли кто на Сомерсете. Так, ладно, здесь не смотрим. Давайте переместимся на любого ближайшего, а от портала уже переместимся куда-то. Дорожное святилище, проклятие.
Hurry up, Lathan. They could find us at any moment.
Something's wrong.
Wrong? Why doesn't that surprise me? Now, don't get mad, but there's a perfectly good explanation why Lathan and I busted out of Artaeum and came to this charming little hideaway. The intentions of the Psijics are good, but we're running out of time. From what we saw at the gatehouse, Nocturnal has already taken control of the Crystal Tower. Now, don't get mad. The intentions of the Psijics are good, but we're running out of time. From what we saw at the gatehouse, Nocturnal has already taken control of the Crystal Tower. Drastic action is called for, and Lathan's agreed to put us in contact with Mephala. Not you too. I got enough doubt and dirty looks back in Artaeum. Look, Mephala was betrayed by Nocturnal. It stands to reason she might want to help us. And we could certainly use the power since I still can't make contact with Meridia. I knew I could count on you. As for Lathan, you should talk to him. We can make him pay for his crimes later. Right now, we need him to help us, or we could lose everything.
If you want to return me to Artaeum, I won't resist you. But first, I need to find out if the rest of Methala's followers are safe. Let me learn their fate, and then I'll submit myself to your mercy. I am, but I'm surprised that you'd go along with that. If we can get inside and reach Methala's shrine, I can attempt to make contact with my prince. Not exactly, but it's obvious to me that you believe that's what's happened. I need to see for myself. In any event, there's no harm in approaching Methala's shrine. I'm just a little concerned that it took me so long to open this door. It should have been a simple matter to identify myself and unlock the door. But the spells in place resisted me. It's as if I've lost my status as Methala's Earl. Or as if someone or something interfered with the place's defenses. My prince deals in secrets and hidden lore. If anyone can activate the keys to the Crystal Tower, she can. That was our original plan, before you intervened. After I acquired the diamonds from the Sapiarchs, I was supposed to bring them to Methala.
Набор паутины.
How did this happen? My people should have been safe within these walls.
Nocturnal's been eliminating the sex of the other princes. Are you surprised that she'd turn on her former allies?
I recruited most of these men and women. I was Butcher! How dare you pretend to care about the men and women you slaughtered?
Every action I performed was in the service of Nocturnal's grand plan.
Lathan, she has my Dawnbreaker. Ask her if she'll kindly return it.
I never trusted Nocturnal's Earl. A dark elf in the court of Bedlam? It was unprecedented. Her daggers are as sharp as her temper, so we must tread carefully here. Nocturnal's champion is reckless and quick to anger. We can take advantage of that. Perhaps get her to slip up and reveal what's going on here. There's a scent of magic that makes my blood run cold. Nocturnal's magic is at work here. See how the Yagra have mutated into creatures of shadow? We need to follow Nocturnal's Earl. Harry her. Make her so mad she tells us everything. Hopefully, one of us will live long enough to use the information. Champion of Nocturnal, what magic is this? I've never seen anything like it.
This was always the plan. Nocturnal's plan.
So Nocturnal did betray my mistress.
Your mistress is weak. Come with me, and I'll show you what true power looks like.
Nathan, no! Come on! Get away!
Спасибо за фол! Этот фол чуть меня напугал.
Everything. What good is power if there's nothing left to rule?
This is what the court wanted all along. An end to the old ways. A new beginning.
I won't be party to the death of innocents. I won't. Let him go.
Be silent, knight, or I'll let you taste the blade you once carried. I wish to speak to your friend now. Look how the pearls shimmer with dark energy. Isn't it beautiful? My mistress offers a small mercy. Allow her to finish her work, and she'll make the deaths of the Sijiks fast and painless. But if you interfere, you will all suffer before you die. The sea-slowed trinkets. It was an easy matter for my mistress to alter the magic. To use their ability to siphon life energy and funnel it into the crystal tower. In the end, your own world will provide the power that spells its doom. Nirn's destruction isn't the goal. It's just a means to an end. The Crystal Tower grows more powerful with every iota of energy produced by Nirn's death. And with that power, Nocturnal will remake all reality into a perfect darkness. Mephala and Clavicus Vile are fledglings compared to my mistress. Nocturnal existed before this reality was even imagined. And she will ride its destruction into the next. This isn't an end. It's a new beginning. Good luck with that. Now stay out of the way or death will be the least of your concerns.
Nocturnal must pay for betraying my mistress. But the magic of the Abyssal Pearls appears to do more than just siphon our life energy. It obscures my connection to Mephala. This shrine may be blocked, but I may know another way. While a consecrated shrine offers the best conduit to a Daedric prince, there are other means. In the back chambers, I have a way to communicate privately with my prince. I should be able to open a connection there. She's gone. I no longer sense her presence here. The abyssal pearls, however. The court helped seed them throughout Somerset. I can tell the Sijics where to find them before Nocturnal activates them all. First, though, we must contact Mathala. Darian, go the other way and meet us in the back chambers. We want to make sure Nocturnal's Earl didn't leave us any surprises.
I'll go. But if this is just a ploy so you can betray us, you'll have to deal with me.
Destroy that creature, and then I can contact my prince.
There you are! This place is meridian light! What is that thing?
Meet me outside, and we'll make contact with my prince. Mathala, appear before your faithful servant.
I answer my Earl's summons only to find him with these unworthies. Do you betray me too, Lathan?
Never, my prince. We share a common enemy now. Please, talk to them and hear what they have to say.
So, the mortal who opposed me wants to speak. If what you say doesn't interest me, I will order Lathan to kill you. And what did the cowardly Prince of Bargains offer you? Was it something so intriguing that you would risk my wrath as well? Speak, before my patience wears thin. You would challenge Nocturnal in the Crystal Tower? Since gaining the Heart of Transparent Law, the tower serves as an extension of her own realm. It amuses me that you want to thwart her plans. She'll destroy you, of course, but I'm still amused. How desperate you must be to offer the very relics I once sought. I will think upon your request. Before you enter Vile's realm, have my Earl contact me again. At that time, I will either help you, or I won't, as is my prerogative.
That's it? A maybe?
I'll return to Artaeum with Darian and tell them what we learned. Meet us there.
Yes! Are we going to race?
Так, вынужденный союз. А, подожди. Не туда. Я понял, куда мне надо. Там же у нас башню псиджиком. Ох. Наверное, за этот стрим успеем пройти. Хотя не уверен. Цепочка долгая оказалась.
We failed. The Conclave, despite its best efforts, wasn't able to attune the Resolute Diamonds. We can't use the diamond keys to enter the Crystal Tower. But what about you? Were you able to track down Darien and the traitor Lathan? Using the Crystal Tower and Sotha Seal's technique for utilizing life energy? Then we really are doomed. Without a way into the Crystal Tower, we can't even attempt to challenge Nocturnal, let alone try to stop her. Is that what the Psijic Order is reduced to? Forced to accept help from the same Daedric princes that got us into this trouble in the first place? Still, getting to the tower won't matter if we can't use the diamond keys to get inside. I opposed this line of reasoning when Lathan first suggested it, as bargains with the princes don't often end well. But what choice do we have? Still, thanks for finding a way forward. While it's a long shot, at least it represents a chance. I'll start making preparations for the Dreaming Cave. In the meantime, Sothasil asked me to send you to his study the moment you arrived. I'm not sure what he wants, but you should tell him about your interactions with the betrayed princess. Something to do with the Crystal Tower, no doubt. Sothasil has never been forthcoming, though for some reason, it appears that he's taken a liking to you. But tell me, what of Darian and Lathan? Both decided to return? I'm surprised. Meridia's knight has a stake in this, but why would Lathan volunteer to return? It makes no sense. Well, go and talk to Sothasil. Perhaps he can shed light on what we can expect in the Crystal Tower. Sothasil waits for you in his study. Tell him about the alliance with the Daedric princes, and ask him if he knows what we can expect to face inside the Crystal Tower. I'll wait for Darian and Lathan to return.
The tribunal has been warned. They will make preparations in case the efforts here fail. I doubt that even they can weather the resulting storm if the worst comes to pass. As I calculated, your actions will determine the outcome of these events. In part, determining the possible consequences of disparate actions becomes easier when studying the primary catalyst. You have a tendency to fill that role in almost all situations. What happened after the Sapiarchs failed to attune the diamonds? A bold move. Still, I see the logic. Who better to send against their betrayer than the mortal who bested their plans at every turn? If Mafala agrees, you'll be able to assault the tower. I just wish I knew what Nocturnal hopes to accomplish. I'm not sure that's within the capability of the Crystal Tower, but if she uses my technique for siphoning life energy to supercharge the tower... An interesting application of the magic of the Abyssal Pearls. It could work, I suppose. If Nocturnal uses the life force of Nirn to increase the power of the Crystal Tower, she can then use the same technique to steal the energy of the Daedric princes as she invades their realms. Infinite connections, infinite power. Ingenious. Gather your companions and meet me in the Dreaming Cave. We must contact Vile and Mafala so you can enter the Crystal Tower, recover the Heart of Transparent Law, and repair the Tower Crystal. That will require a burst of divine energy, though. Transparent Law, the crystal at the top of the tower, is as much metaphysical as it is tangible. Only divine energy can reconnect the heart and make the crystal whole. Of course, Nocturnal is aware of this as well.
Подожди. А, поговорить.
This is Arteum. Raz is impressed and truly frightened by the visit.
Разумдар, привет тебе.
Here comes your friend now. Just remember, you were never here. The Conclave isn't fond of visitors.
For a place that doesn't like visitors, Raz thinks it's pretty busy, yes? Raz never had the urge to travel to Oblivion or visit a magically displaced island. But now Raz feels like the cat who caught the farmer's prized turkey. It is good to see you safe, my friend. Now, tell Raz you have a way to save Somerset. Raz knew that strange talking dog would lead you into trouble. Do you really think we can trust those Daedric princes? No, too late for that. Tell Raz the rest of your plan, yes? Foolish, but brave. Also very foolish. Raz has walked into certain death many times and emerged with his fur intact. Mostly. But Raz knows why you do this thing. Raz will not try to talk you out of this. He will instead give you happy news. Raz warned Queen Irene. She has promised to contact the leaders of the other alliances and assemble a mighty force to deal with this threat. Which brings us to the not-so-happy news. The mighty force won't reach Somerset for quite some time. Oh, Raz could tell you about prevailing winds, unusual storms, and other factors beyond our control, but it amounts to the same thing. We're on our own, my friend. Not this time. Raz must go back and lead the divine prosecution in defense of Somerset. If the Crystal Tower keeps exploding, we will evacuate the island and save as many people as we can. May the luck of Joan and Jode be with you, my friend.
Тут сразу двое.
You were a terrific father to our daughter, Lathan. I'll never forget that.
You were always Elderway's hero, Val. I envied the way she looked up to you.
I'm sorry, Lathan. I should have been there with you, with her, at the end.
You were trying to save her. I know that. It was just... Damn it, we need to win this, Val.
Things will never be the same between me and Lathan again. But I think we understand each other a little better now. Funny how the approaching end of the world has a way of putting everything into perspective. I've been a member of the Psijic Order for more years than I can remember. But this is the first time since my daughter's illness that I've been truly frightened about what's to come. The world ends all the time. It's just that I'm more accustomed to that being a personal event, and not a shared experience. The world ended when the Right Master died, for example, but only from his perspective. If Nocturnal remakes reality... You have a way of instilling confidence, my friend. You're similar to the Right Master in that regard. If we can't have him at our side for this, I'm glad to at least have you. I just hope we can see our way through this. I'll meet you at the cave.
This shrine, Val and I built it for our daughter after she died. High elves don't bury their dead, but we needed something to remember her by. She loved climbing this tree before the illness took her. I forgot how beautiful it was. With the Psijic Order and my mistress Methala aligned toward a common goal, I'm feeling practically giddy with anticipation. But never fear. I'll re-establish contact with my prince when called upon to do so. I gave you my word. The court offered me a purpose after my life lost its meaning. Our princes promised to remake the world, turn it into a better place, a paradise, and they were going to elevate the Altmer back to their status as gods. Suffering would come to an end. Not in the least. Remaking the world to eliminate death and disease is one thing. Destroying everything to turn yourself into a being of infinite power, well, that's something else entirely. Methala will see that and provide the help you need.
Так, и последний.
Psijics must be wine drinkers, because this ale they make tastes... I brought Lathan back, and what does Valsurin do? Sends me off without a word or a thank you. So when do we head out to assault the Crystal Tower? No one tells me anything around here. I knew I could count on you. You're always straight with me. I appreciate that. Still, the last time I went off to fight a Daedric prince, there was a celebration. A party! This time it's just us. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean back then there were more familiar faces, friends who I knew had my back, charging into battle with allies I trusted. There was a comfort in that. Here I'm practically a stranger. And trust me, I am grateful for that. You're kind of like me in a lot of ways, aren't you? An outsider caught up in things we don't fully understand. Whatever happens, when this is over, let me buy you a drink. Then we can have a proper celebration.
О, рыбалка.
Talk to me when you're ready to proceed. This is the moment of truth. Once we begin, nothing can stop the rush to the grand conclusion. Make sure you have everything you need before I activate the Dreaming Cave.
Ну шо, поехали.
I'll lead you through the fields of regret to reach the Crystal Tower.
Hey, that dog just talked.
I can establish contact with Mathala. She's ready to appear if you're willing to lower the defenses.
Oriandra, Valsarin, assist me. Let us open a path and not keep the Prince of Secrets waiting.
So the seal, the false god. I should have expected to see you.
Lady Mathala, will you honor the agreement you made with this mortal?
I am always true to my word. Now, send forth a mortal who consistently avoids the tangles of my webs. We have much to discuss. You are strangely consequential for a mortal. In my calculations, I somehow overlooked your significance. And yet, that is worked to my advantage. For now we have a chance to thwart Nocturnal, and that will be something to savor. I can attune the diamond keys, but that won't be enough to keep you safe. Using the secrets she stole from So the Seal, Nocturnal has infused the Crystal Tower with boundless energy. It makes the tower's connection to reality increasingly unstable. I must turn the Resolute Diamonds into more than just keys. They must become an anchor, something to lock you to this reality. Without such a weight, you will be lost as the tower rapidly shifts from one plane to the next. And in exchange, 2 trivial concessions, nothing more. First, just as Vile sends his hound, I want you to take my Earl Lathan into the Crystal Tower. And second, I wish a private meeting with So the Seal after reality has been saved. Do we have a deal? Two resolute diamonds, imbued with the power of Mathala. Now they merge into a single gem. One resolute anchor to serve as both key and safeguard. Do not lose this. Only its presence will keep you and your companions anchored to this reality. Remember, if any of you stray too far from the protection of the resolute anchor, you'll be lost in the nothingness between realities. And know that I will be watching.
Can she do that? I hate being spied on.
Now it's my turn. Let me use the gift my master gave you, and I'll get you to the Crystal Tower.
Get the heart and restore the crystal known as transparent law. But remember, you'll need a relic of divine energy to accomplish that.
Lathan, promise me you'll keep them safe.
I promise, Val.
Oriandra, if I die saving the world, know that our brief time together has made me a better man.
What are you talking
А теперь давайте на этом месте мы остановимся.
It's all right to cry. I'll do my best to return to you. I promise.
What just happened? What's that crazy knight talking about?
Так. Катери. О. Штейн. Чародеи зимует в архив. Ладно. Штейн так Штейн. Но. Так как у нас... Кто у нас остался в команде на трово? Макс Трай. О, мыка. Давайте. Спид. Говорится. Так. Ну что ж, всем спасибо, кто сегодня был на стриме. Подписывайтесь на канал, оставляйте свои комментарии, лайк приветствуется. Сегодня все. Встретимся уже на следующем стриме. Добьемся, Мерсет. Всем спасибо и до следующего стрима. Всем пока.